Welcome back to MCOC Al Bundy Rules. I have the October 2021 event quest, Cavalier difficulty. This is going to be Chapter 3, Quest 2, 3.2, the final one, including the final boss. It's going to be the Null. We see Cosmic Grid. Cosmic attackers who reach total of 3 Fury, armor up, or precision, gain indefinite armor up. Aptitude, this aptitude increases the future by 50%, max 2 stacks, and then we have Pump and Iron. Defender takes 60% less damage while the defender has less than 3 buffs. So we want many buffs, especially those like Fury or Armor Up type of ones. I'm going to go with mostly Fury personally, and you have to be able to get them pretty easy. So what I have here are 3 Cosmic Champs and then 2 others for this path. I figured that these should work. I'm not too sure what to expect with the Null. And I figured that I better bring 2 hopefully respectable champs for that. In the meantime, let's start on off with Hyperion. For those of you waiting for this video for the last one, thanks for your patience. I've actually switched back and then switched back to another and then switched back to my original iPad over the past couple days. I've been trying to get this out. It's kept having issues, formatting, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, I'm back to my original one I had. And I do some returns and give you back the same quality. The other one was coming out some weird stuff, slow down this video by a couple days, so apologize for that, but guess what, I got it for you now. So now you gotta watch good old wannabe Superman beat up Storm in her weird little cape. But it's okay for her to have her weird cape because she's got a gold brassiere, so that all makes up for it. And that cool spiky white hair as she takes a 47,000 hit damage right hook medium to the face, knocking her out cold. Yeah, now let's get on over to Medusa. Looking at who I want to use, I decided I want to use Odin. I figured Odin would be nice because his S1 will get me to what I want. But the True Strike. But first I'm going to give me some energizes. I'm doing some heavies. If you're not sure how I'm using Odin, what I'm doing, I do have an after buff and a pre-buff tutorial. I got 2 tutorials on Odin, one before, one after, I guess you could say. So that shows you how to use. But what I wanted to do here is get that auto block off. I figured that would be helpful to hopefully avoid making any silly mistakes or getting cornered or blocked in while trying to deal with that. Make it simple, but in the meantime, I need to get out that S2 that she doesn't want to throw. Come on, Medusa. Get rid of that S2U. I still got True Strike. I'm now working my way up to an S3 as I hit into the auto block, but no biggie. True Strike had just timed out. And once I get my S3 up, I'll get it on back. As I get my bus, Odin is someone I enjoy a lot. One of those guys who was kind of overlooked, wasn't given much love at the beginning because of the fact his synergies were so good. People thought he was just a synergy champ. Kind of what happened to Apocalypse. And they just overlooked how good he is. I absolutely love Odin. He's easily one of my favorite cosmics in the game. If I was ever to get a 6-star and dupe, he would go straight to R3. Heck, I'd probably R4 him if I had the opportunity. I absolutely think he is insanely good. Especially those champs that are amazing on their own, have the utility, have the damage, and bring stuff to the rest of the team. Man, you gotta love that goodies. And speaking of goodies, we're looking at Elektra, who is about to go up against Odin, who's going to do back-to-back fights. I just decided to use him. I wasn't too comfortable with my other 2 options on this fight, and normally I want to bring Odin in back-to-back fights. As you will see, I started off the fight with no Odin sleep, so I lost a little bit of advantage there, but I thought that out of my cosmic choices, who I brought 3 to clear the path, I figured he was my best option. And get out that S1, which I did not dex at all, despite moving my key thingy, bad screen, whatever you call it. Don't mind me as I make up words as I go. And I do a little bit of this. One thing I do like about Odin, even though his heavy looks short, it's kind of big range as we see, and it's easy to heavy counter with him, as I am trying to heavy counter getting up my charges before I do some goodies. And I should have just started off doing an S3 once I had the 2 Odin forces. However, I decided to get S2 and I'm kind of regretting that choice at this point in time, but it is okay, and I decided to go do another S2 again, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Had I used Odin slightly differently, as I got completely dexed out, this fight would probably be already over, and I guess completely missed a heavy. Elektra showing her ninja style stuff going on. You go, at least her, if she's going ninja mode on me, I don't mind. She at least, I think, is she part ninja or something? I don't follow comics, I don't know. And I know what he's saying. If you don't follow comics or read comics, why are you playing a Marvel game? Well, because I like the movies, okay? Anyway. And I was actually looking to download Mortal Kombat in full transparency, but I saw an ad for this. I'm like, you know what? I just saw that MCU movie. Let me try this. And 6 years ago, and here we are today. Now I'm talking to you about why I play a Marvel game when I don't know nothing about the comics. People love to remind me too when I mispronounce people's names. Like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is there like an encyclopedia pronunciation of people's names in MCU? And I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, but so let's get back into War Machine. We got good old knockoff Superman now, and his cool little gold belt, or nylon tights, whatever he's wearing, and his shiny gold boots. He does a little bit of heavy back and forth. Gonna throw this up. I decided Hyperion would be pretty good here. Keep in mind, pretty much all the cosmics I would use for most of the fights, so I'm kind of rotating through them. But I liked my idea of bringing Hyperion here, mainly because that S1 is kind of a pain in the rear to dex out, and as I take several right there through me. I didn't even dex, didn't even block it. I just took it. But I had the regeneration, and his regeneration is so underappreciated. I'm getting, 195 per tick, but that's almost 400 per second. That goes on for a long time. So I knew that would help balance things out. Even after I took the hits, direct hits, a few of them, it helped balance it out. Now let's go into this old man Logan, and he is going to go against the antlered up Hela. She thinks she's an antelope who just spews weapons out of her wrists. That is a pretty cool talent. Doing up some mediums. If you don't know what I'm doing with her, I got videos on here, but she's pretty straightforward. Especially good with my Odin synergy. Gotta love this Odin synergy. I'm getting those little orange, little halo wing thingies. I don't know what they call. I forget. There's so many different names for so many charts, so many champs. I can't remember this. I don't got no dang photographic memory, okay? Not even remotely close. So whatever those little orange halo thingies are, I got a lot of them. So now I'm going to start working up my heavies to charge up my Furies, as I, for some reason, decided to accidentally throw a special into his block and decided not to parry after that. Just decided to just, I'll take a couple hits in the head. Sounds fun, right? Why not? Who doesn't like an old man just punch you in the jaw a couple times? And got my Furies up, got my Aptitudes up, and got my Halo thingy-majiggy going down. And down the old man goes. That's what he gets for not letting me parry when I wanted to, or at least thought about parrying. I never know if the bugs are me. I think it was me, though. I don't even know if the bug's still around. Can't even tell anymore. And let's go back to Hela. I had fun with her beating up the old man Logan. So let's see what she does about a robot Darkhawk. Dude who looks at the right angle, looks like a knockoff Batman. You get Darkhawk from the side angle. You get Hyperion. You got a little wannabe, what's that DC group called? Those super wannabe Avenger peoples. Throw in a Shang-Chi from an angle who kind of looks like Robin, at least his outfit with the like green and orange, red, yellow colors, whatever. Anyway, and now that new dude who came out, Null, you look at him on there, he looks like the Joker. You just got some regular DC stuff going on now. Again, I'm not talking about anything relevant, but what fun is relevant? I mean, relevant is so boring. Let's go ahead and block and kind of tap dance back because I'm waiting for that little purple slash through the eye. What is that icon? Why is there like a line through the eye thingy-majiggy? Why is it purple? I don't know. I was waiting for that to go away, and I went away. So I got my charges are going down, but my Furies are going up. I'm going to go ahead and do some charge. I went ahead and got some more. I want to get some more charges going on. I got my S2. Throw that S2. Oh, auto block. I forgot about auto block. Dang it. Dang you, robotic wannabe Batman. And get me some damage going in. Auto block against stupid auto block. At least that time I was expecting auto block. There's so many champs. I forget who does what. I mean, I like World Master Champ completely beyond and everything they do. And then so many champs, more come out in encyclopedias than buffs and this and then I just forget who does what. I mean, that's why I don't like tiers. I mean, who can really keep everything straight? I mean, I can't even remember about a tutorial I did 3 days ago on a champ everything exactly. So I'm really going to remember 4 months ago and 200 something champs and every ability between finding them and not. Well, lucky you all. If you're all still listening, you have gotten more tants and random rants than you could probably even count at this point. At least more than I can count. But if it's higher than the number of fingers on my hands, I stop counting quick. So, let us go to the Null. The Null, right? Is that who that is? From those little animated video shots they showing on him in the loading screens, he looks like the Joker. I decided I had not fought him yet at this point. I have fought him again since. Proud proficiency, 50% less hour, special burst, lockdown 5, -3. So when he uses a special, it's going to be heal block armor break 15 seconds. Attacker permanent armor break, reducing armor 15% when they block one of the defender's attacks. When with their special, they remove one of the armor breaks debuffs for each full power they have. It's too much reading here. Null gain 15 seconds every the attacker is inflicted with the passive power lock and special lock for 6 seconds. If the attacker lands a special, this timer is reset. So all kinds of things going on. Plus, I had not fought Null my first time through. I didn't know really what to expect. I never read his abilities. I have the horrible habit of never reading the abilities until I get beat down a little bit. However, I did see somebody go on a rant in forums complaining about his True Strike and saying, we the community don't want no more True Strike, and I mean True Strike or whatever he's got. Inverted controls. I'm sorry, I mixed up the ability. So, and I love it when random people speak for the community. Y'all don't speak for me, just saying. So when y'all saying speak for the community, there's a lot of people. I don't really care about inverted controls. There's ways around it. So I did notice by not finding him, he had some kind of inverted controls at some point. Not sure when or where. I didn't want to find out the hard way, so I figured I would start off with Professor X. So far, I haven't noticed anything. But I figured Professor X would save me the embarrassment of doing inverted controls mid-fight and doing something really, really weird. But at this point, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. I thought it was going to be something more massive based on the random rant in forums. But then again, there's a lot weirder rants and random in forums. Let me tell you something. Speaking of random rants, while I watched some of the comments on my channel lately, oh, what did I just do? I thought that special was over. Holy dang wowzers. Well, I should have done better there. I just got mixed up on the special for some reason, I don't know. And I just ran right into it part way through. So next up is Mr. Doom. Because I'm not going to call him a doctor because I don't know what his accreditation on his doctorate is. Let me see if is it a national, is it regionally accredited? Let me see his dissertation before I refer to this man as doctor. So Doom. Going in, I'm seeing this. Okay, S1. I'm getting a feel for the specials here. And this is sloppy. I'm getting a feel, but I do see he doesn't do a lot of damage. I can take hits, and it doesn't seem to do that much, which is a good thing. It seems like the blocks are doing a lot more to me than, and I think he busted through the block there, it seems like. I don't believe I've released my block. If I did, it was news to me. So I don't know what happened there, but it looks like he busted through. So I need to get used to these little specials. On the bright side though, even though this boss fight is pretty ugly, like I said, while I've been trying to be able to upload this video, had issues on formatting on YouTube and trying to get it uploaded. I've had this video for a few days. I've had to re-record it because I already did the voice recording once, but that was on a different iPad when I couldn't upload, so I had to re-record it anyways, blah 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 blah. So I've been sitting on this for a couple days, 3 days actually, trying to get it out. I've already re-fought. Anytime I have an issue with the boss, I go back to get a feel. So if you're having an issue with Null, don't worry. I've already got a solo on him, okay? I'll get that solo out once I'm able to do the voice over for it. And I actually did solo him. Next time through, I soloed him with Doom. It wasn't overly pretty, although it was a little prettier than this. As we saw, Doom was doing pretty good. It was mainly getting a feel for these specials. As I'm starting to get a feel for him, as we saw there, until I ran right into the S1. So Doom worked good. Sometime in the near future, I will be posting a solo with Doom on Null. He does work well, and I'll talk some more strategy specifically on that. In the meantime, just use Doom like a Doom. Be careful with those specials. And it's not too bad. I didn't even really see any inverted controls, so maybe I was getting trolled when I was seeing somebody complain about inverted controls making them too OP or something, because I didn't notice anything. But despite that, then again, no one would ever just go on a random massive rant about absolutely nothing and turn it into a bigger deal than it really is. That would never happen in the community. Never! Okay, sarcasm, just in case you didn't get that. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my random ranty rants. And don't forget to click on the top left icon. Subscribe to MCOC All Bundy Rules. Remember, I do these every month. And so turn on the notification. Check out my other playlist. I got a little something for everything. Everybody got a little something for. Thanks for watching.